Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. So today I thought I'd cover a few boards from Richmond Bridge Club. It's basically from the 9th of November. It's the Morning Gentle Duplicate, and I'm just going to go over the first four boards. If you'd like me to go over more boards, then let me know in the comments. Um, so let's just get a larger view of this up. Okay, so here East is going to open one no trump after North has passed. Now, I play a rule of 19, which is exactly the same as rule of 20, where you only need one less point. So in theory, 10 high card points and your two longest suits is 9. In theory, you could open this, but I just use it as a guideline, okay, rule of 19. Here, I wouldn't dream of opening this one spade because the suit is utter rubbish. All right. So where I would open one spade on a rule of 19 is when I've got a good suit and a good rebid. So usually my two suits are good. All right. So that's when I could open a rule of 19. But here, I wouldn't dream of opening this in a million years. Okay. No doubt I'll probably open this next week. So East should open the bidding with one no trump, playing a weak no trump. And then South, I feel, has a good preemptive club hand. So here, one no trump weak. And I think South here makes it harder for them to find spades and just bids three clubs, especially non-vulnerable. All right, so one no trump, three clubs. West has a very flat hand. All right, you know you've got the majority of the points, but I don't think you can do anything here. So I think you just should pass. North should pass, and East has got, again, a 12 count. All right, shouldn't really do anything in my opinion. So it should just go one no trump, three clubs, all out. So I think the first hand is pretty straightforward. Okay, and most people seem to end up in three clubs. Okay, but there was one East West pair who ended up in four spades, and as you can see, they didn't fare very well when they get the 5-0 break. All right, and they went four off and got a bottom. So I'm not exactly sure what happened on that board, but I don't think it should be coming in. So let's have a look at board two. Okay, so let's just make it a bit bigger. So East is on dealer. Okay, so up here, by the way, it looks like South has opened a bidding two no trumps. All right, that's not the case. Okay, that's just the final contract. So the bidding did not go like that. All right, I'm pretty sure it didn't go like that anyway. Okay, so dealer is East, should pass. South should pass. 10 count. Okay, again, this is like a rule of 19. So this is one where you're third in hand. You might be tempted to open a diamond, okay, as a third in hand bid. But again, I wouldn't like to open this a third in hand bid. Okay, so third in hand, you can open it lighter, all right? And the whole point is you're just trying to make it a little bit harder for the opposition when you come in and bid at the one level. But I don't think it's a very good bid. North can easily overcall a heart or a spade or W. And the thing is, this diamond suit is pretty awful. All right. You're not necessarily sure if you want a diamond lead. So that is the thing. I'd only open a week. Sorry, I'd only open a third in hand bid when I actually want that suit bid led to me, should I say. All right. And I don't necessarily want a diamond lead. Okay. So North has a 17 count, a flat 17 count. So it kind of depends on what you're playing, Richmond. So I'll kind of cover both here. You could open this a one no trump if you're playing strong no trump, 15 to 17 points, which many people do, and certainly people in America do. So you could open this one no trump, or if you're playing ACO, you'd open this one spade. All right. Now, if you open it one no trump, strong no trump, it's just going to go pass, pass, pass. South's got a 6 count. You're not going to move anywhere on this. If you open this ACO style, one spade, then South should bid with a very flat hand, should just bid a no trump, showing 6 to 9 points. And then West pass. Okay, and then North's got a decision. And I think this is an interesting decision. You've got a maximum. So what you could argue is that if South has got a maximum for their one no trump, so if they've got 8 or 9 points, then you've got 25 points. But me personally, I'd be thinking I've got no 10s and 9s, and I've got this terrible distribution 4 3 3 3. It often doesn't work well because you've only got one suit where you can sort of get that 13th trick. All right. You know, that long suit. This is what you're trying to do in no trumps, is set up your long suit. And effectively, you've only got one long suit. And that's why a 4-3-3-3 shape is really bad. All right. And you often take off a point, subtract a point from your hand. Okay. So here, if you take off a point and give yourself a 16 count, now in order to make 3 no trumps, you need partner to have a 9 count to have 25 points, the magic 25 points to make game, or to give yourself a good chance of game. So you've got like one shot where partner has a 9 count, and the other time 6, 7, 8 points, right, where they don't have a 9 count. So 75% of the time, they're not going to have a 9 count. So if sometimes they have a 6 count, you could be potentially going off now in 2 no trumps. You know, you just made your contract harder, but a slim chance that maybe you'll make 3 no trumps. So I think here there's a strong case for North to just pass, all right, with a very flat hand. And we can have a look at this in the bidding now, the way people bid. So we've got a few Norths here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Norths who probably open 1 no trump. So it seems like Richmond Bridge Club are maybe playing a strong no trump. Here, we've got the 2 other weak no trump players, I'm guessing. So here, one person's opened 1 spade. So if you're playing weak no trump, you're going to open this 1 spade. All right. And South has decided just to pass. All right. Which is, and then turning out you've got a decent score out of that. But you shouldn't really pass, in my opinion. Okay. But you did do. And then in the other occasion here, we're in 2 no trumps. The bidding's probably gone 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 no trumps. Okay. And then you can see how now that you've risked your contract by trying to sort of bid a game and then gone off. All right. So I thought that was quite an interesting board. We've got all sorts of things, all the things that I just discussed going on in that board. So I think if you make the 90 points, all right, then you'll get sort of the average kind of match points. This one's got a bit lucky, making 140, and this one's made a couple of over tricks in 150. Now, just another thing about the lead. So let's say if North is playing it out, then East is going to be on lead. So let me just make it bigger again. Sorry, let's just make it bigger again. So East is going to be on lead. Now, so the question is what you lead and what does that lead mean? So you could lead the 6 of hearts. That would be 4th highest. So that would be like a standard lead of leading 4th highest. So that's one possible thing that you could lead. Another thing that you could lead is a 10 of hearts. All right. Now, the way I teach leads is 2 different. Well, I teach it. You can lead 4th highest. And what I also teach is 2nd highest from a poor suit. Okay. Now, when I lead the 10, it should deny the jack, all right, in general, all right. So I'm going to lead the 10 from where I've got another higher card, all right. So I've got to have something like the queen or the king or the ace. So I'm leading the 10 from queen 10-9, king 10-9, or ace 10-9, okay. So if I were to lead the 9, for example, that would be 2nd highest from a poor suit. So I would be leading this from 10-9-6-4, and I wouldn't have the ace, king, or queen, for example. And if I lead the jack, then I'm leading it from just jack 10-9, and I don't have the king or queen. Okay, so if I've got something like king, jack 10-9, I would actually lead the 10. All right, so that's kind of that's what's known as a strong 10 lead, because you're showing that you've got a higher honor card. All right. So that's just my style of how I do leads. All right. So it's up to you if you want to take that on board. All right. There are always pros and cons against any kind of lead, but that's what I lead. So we can see here. I can see here that a couple have led 6 of hearts and a couple have led 10 of hearts. All right. So Interesting. Right, board 3. So let's put it up here so we can see. Board 3, dealer south, pass, pass. So you got an 11 count again, rule of 19, but 4-4-4-1. I'm definitely passing. All right. Now north has got an interesting bid. All right. You could open this one diamond, and another possible bid is the gambling 3-no trumps. Okay. So you can look at the gambling 3-no trumps. You may not have heard of it. So you can read this article here from Bridge Bum about the 3-no trumps, gambling 3-no trumps, and you can play this kind of slightly different ways. And now here they've got like different methods of opening 3-no trumps and what it means. So here you can have like an aggressive meaning. So in other words, you're much lighter. So you've got like a 7-card suit, something like this. And then you've got like moderate and conservative. Okay. Now, personally, I'd say the moderate and conservative are much old school, and I think the more modern style would be this more aggressive or slightly less aggressive than this. So, me personally, I'd be happy to play an opening 3-no trumps with like Ace King to 7. Okay, Ace King. I'd need the Jack, yeah, personally. So Ace King Queen to 7, Ace King Jack 10, 7. But you can also, I also play it as you could have an outside king, something like that. Okay, like the King of Diamonds. Now this article says it typically denies a void or 4-card side suit. Now, me personally, I don't agree with that. So it's entirely up to you. This is bridge for you, okay? You can do exactly whatever you want to do, okay? There are pros and cons of all of these things. Me personally, I don't think it should deny a void, and I don't think it should deny a 4-card suit. All right. What I probably wouldn't play it with a 4-card major. All right. Or yeah, I probably wouldn't play it with a 4-card major. If you had like 7 diamonds and 4 spades, there's quite a good chance 4 spades might well be on. Okay, so I probably wouldn't do it with that. But with a 4-card minor, I'd be happy to do it. So this particular hand, I would be happy to open this 3-no trumps, especially non-vulnerable. I'm thinking that East-West might have a vulnerable game on in hearts or spades. Okay, so I'd open this 3-no trumps, showing a long club suit or a long diamond suit. East should pass. Now, what does South do over that? Okay, so you've got a stopper in spades, and you know your partner's now probably got about 7 playing tricks in diamonds or clubs, and you don't actually know which one it got because both of your minors are rubbish. So you don't know whether partner's got clubs or diamonds. All right. So the question is, do you leave this in or not? Do you leave 3-no trumps in? Me personally, I would, okay, because I've got a decent stopper in hearts. I've obviously got a very good stopper in spades. So the only worry really is if they run off like 4 diamonds or 4 clubs, because you don't know which minor they've got, and maybe Ace King of Hearts. Okay, but a lot of the time, East is going to lead off a major, and they might well lead off a spade. They don't know which one to lead off necessarily. All right, they could have equally strong or equally weak majors, and it's usually often when somebody does the gambling 3-no trumps that you'll lead off a major suit, okay, because you daren't lead off a minor in case it's that suit, okay. Of course, you know, if you had a strong minor like Ace King Queen of Diamonds or Ace King Queen of Clubs, then obviously you should lead that off, all right. But here maybe East decides to lead off their 6 of spades. If East leads off their heart, then you just put in the 10 of hearts, okay, and the ace would go up. And then this hand would play clubs. Unfortunately, North has got the King of Clubs. So you're going to make 3-no trumps on this particular hand, okay, if you're playing a gambling 3-no trumps. So that's potentially an auction that could happen. If you just open a diamond, it's going to go a diamond, pass, a heart. You might double with this hand, all right, showing 4-4 in your black suits. All right, you do have 4 hearts as well, so you might decide to double as West. Okay, diamond, a heart, You might then bid 2 clubs, or you might bid 2 diamonds, or you might decide to bid 3 diamonds. The thing is, you don't have any hearts. Okay, so I don't really like 3 diamonds, and your partner's a past time. You're probably just going to repeat your diamonds. All right. So this is what's happened here. So you can see 3 no trumps has got pretty much all the match points. There has been enough. Here's got to 5 diamonds, doubled. That actually should not make. All right, you shouldn't make 12 tricks. You shouldn't actually make games. So it says here you can make 4 diamonds. Okay. So yeah, if you're in 3 diamonds, you're going to get sort of an average kind of score. But if you bid 3 no trumps, if you just open 3 no trumps, there's no a gambling 3 no trumps. All right. Then you can get a very good score. Okay, so I'm just going to go over this last one board. Okay, so we've covered 4 boards. If you like what I'm doing, just click the like and subscribe. Let's just get it play again. Bigger, so you can see it easier. So West 5, 6, 9 pass. Very similar hand. You got a long diamond suit again with the top 4 diamonds. 15 count. So here I'm going to open a diamond. All right. East. Now you've got a 6-card suit. So I think I'm happy to bid 2 clubs. You are vulnerable and partner's a passed hand. So there is a strong case for passing as well. But you do have a 6-card suit. All right. So you might bid 2 clubs on this and you might pass because partner is a passed hand. You know, you've got quite an empty club suit, but you do have 6 of them. So you do have ace, ace, king as well. So you might bid 2 clubs. Now, if you bid 2 clubs, what should South bid? Well, if you bid 2 hearts as South, that's a forcing bid showing about 10 points, yeah? And a 5-card heart suit. So if it went 1 diamond, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, I would be thinking as North that partner has about 10 points with a 5-card heart suit. West might well bid 3 clubs over 2 hearts. Okay, so what I'd be doing is North. I might well be bidding 3 no trumps now. And the reason being is I've got 6 diamond tricks and a club stopper for sure, Queen Jack 10. So I've got 7 tricks, 7 playing tricks. Yep. And if partner can stop hearts and they've shown about 10 points with the 2 heart bid, then I'd be bidding 3 no trumps with this hand with like a 15 count and sort of 7 playing tricks in my own hand. With the club stop. You know, if partner can come up with ace, king of hearts and the king of spades, something like that, which I'd expect them to, that's the sort of hand they would have, then 3 no trumps is a certainty, okay, with that kind of holding. Yeah. So that's the kind of hand I'd expect partner to hold, something like that, if they bid 2 hearts. And that is why you shouldn't really bid 2 hearts with this kind of hand. So if it goes a diamond, 2 clubs, South should be passing, okay? So that's the danger of bidding something like 2 hearts. So 1 diamond, 2 clubs, pass. Now, West has got an interesting bid, 9 count. I would actually bid 2 diamonds with this hand. So that's a good raise in clubs. All right. So this is how you can play this. So if you cue bid the opponent's suit, it can show a good raise of your suit. So 1 diamond, 2 clubs. So instead of just raising to 3 clubs, where 3 clubs obviously shows club support, it doesn't show a good hand when you bid 3 clubs. It just shows like you may have like 4 clubs in your hand and like a sort of 6 count, a 7 count, not very good. Whereas here you've got like a decent sort of 9 count. The Jack of Hearts isn't great, but it is shortness. That's the thing. And the other thing about this hand that's quite good is you have 3 little diamonds, so you don't have any good diamonds in front of the diamond bid. All right, so you've kind of got no wastage in diamonds. So I like that as well. So here I can bid 2 diamonds. The other advantage of bidding 2 diamonds is East has a possibility that they might bid something like 2 spades. All right, because the 2 diamonds is forcing. If North whatever North does, if North just passes, or we'll discuss what they do. But if East was able to bid something like 2 spades, we might be able to now find our 5-4, a 5-4 spade fit and playing 4 spades, something like that. Okay. So here as West, I'd bid 2 diamonds as a good raise in clubs. All right, because you've already passed, so you're kind of top of your range for your hand, right? So I think I would bid 2 diamonds. Now, what does North do over, say, 2 diamonds? Well, you can double to show that you've actually got decent diamonds. That's one method. And also double can also mean that you've got sort of more values, all right? And you kind of have that as well. You have like a 15 count. So you could potentially double, all right? That's a possibility. Now, if, say, North doubles, East can then just bid 3 clubs. You've got a very minimum, okay? I mean, it's a bit of a sus, it's a bit of a sus 2 club overcall in the first place because you've got ace empty in clubs, all right? So you're kind of minimum, all right, for your bid. 2 clubs sort of 10 points. So you've only got an 11 count, all right? So you're kind of minimum. So over 2 diamonds, double, East can just bid 3 clubs. Now South, if you really wanted to now, after North has doubled, could wade in now with 3 hearts. All right, so you could bid 3 hearts now. So that is not showing a strong hand. Remember, you could have bid 2 hearts initially. So now you're bidding 3 hearts. Okay, the double here doesn't show like a 4-card heart suit or anything like that. So when this hand bids 3 hearts, you're bidding it knowing that partner might not have any helping hearts. Okay, and partner should know that. So if you bid 3 hearts, partner could know that you've got a long heart suit, but not many points. All right, which is what you've got. So board 4 is quite an interesting one. It could go all manner of ways. But I think the maximum you'll bid to should be 3 hearts, all vulnerable. And you could just get to 3 clubs if South decides, you know what, I don't fancy bidding 3 hearts vulnerable when I'm missing like ace, king, jack, 10. All right. So if we have a look at the results here, we've got a couple in 3 hearts. We got a couple in 3 diamonds. That's another thing. After 3 diamonds, I think there'd be a temptation to bid 3 diamonds with the North holding as well. But if partner hasn't said anything, it kind of depends on if partner says anything. If partner says nothing, bidding 3 diamonds is a little bit risky. You've only got like 6 tricks, plus a club trick is 7. Getting doubled and going 1 off or 2 off, you lose 200 because you are vulnerable. So I think it's pretty risky bidding 3 diamonds. Okay. And you can see you can only make 2 diamonds. You can make 3 clubs. I'd be wary about bidding 3 diamonds over 3 clubs, especially if this West hand bids 2 diamonds, which is like a good raise in clubs. Okay. In other words, happy to play in 3 clubs and got sort of more values. I'd be very wary about bidding 3 diamonds. So 3 diamonds gets 110. You can see 3 hearts is 1 off. But if you can double 3 hearts to 3 diamonds, yeah, you're going to be getting 200 as East-West. Okay, if you're brave enough to do that. All right, so I just thought I'd go over 4 boards from Richmond Bridge Club. Let me know in the comments if you like that, if you found it useful. Like and subscribe to the channel. You can even gift me some beer money if you want. You're feeling flush.